Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Tony This Morning Show. I'm Tony T with you here every day at 9:30 a.m. Eastern Time, giving out live free picks for today's card. And on today's show, I'll fix for you from college football. We have a 12-game card from the NBA, NHL as well up on the board, college basketball. So, guys, make sure you hit that like, that, subscribe. We greatly appreciate it. Really helps us build up our audience when you do that. And we also welcome your comments on our live chat. Just make sure you just keep it respectable is all we ask for. So let's meet the cappers, get right to the picks as we don't mess around here on the Tony Six Morning Show. Let's say hello to El Ninos. El, what's going on?
Yeah, doing pretty good. Still adjusting to, some colder weather here. What some people consider normal weather, but here in Florida, it's cold for us. So adjusting, but we'll get through this little winter we got coming.
Very good. Let's see how go to Vegas. I think it's cooling down now in Vegas. Probably the weather cooling off in fall. Nice place to be. Son, what's happening?
Nothing much. It's it's getting cold out here near the 50s. Yesterday wasn't the greatest, 2-4. I don't know. The FSU got it done plus 19. That felt super, super easy there. Way too many points given to the Seminoles. And then the other one there, the Jets got it done, but 2-4, ugly day in football. Ohio to drop that game like that, but we'll bounce back. Ready for today.
Yeah, it looks like bounce back. I had a really good string of best bets going, but the Ohio caught me there. So let's get to it here, guys. We'll start with college football. Maction in action here for you Wednesday. Boy, this one's a roll. Northern Illinois and UMass here. We see Northern Illinois now up to 12.5 in this one. This is moved. Total 44. Toledo and Miami O. Toledo road favorites of 4. Total 6. We're seeing 3.5s popping up now. Total 45.5. And Buffalo and Central Michigan. Central Michigan 2. We're seeing 2.5s pop up now. Total 44. We started with El Ninos.
Yeah, we looked at one yesterday. I ended up liking UMass here early. We're getting 3 points in the first quarter, so that's where I'll be on that first one. Toledo, Miami, Ohio. I'm leaning to the over in this one. I think Toledo can get this offense going. I know it's not many high totals today, but I guess they're expecting some defense to be played. But actually, this is the highest of the 3 by 1.5. So I'll take this one to get over the total.
There we go. Here from El Ninos, move on over to Alessandro.
Don't like the football today, guys, if I'm being 100% honest. This is a rough one. I like UMass, though. I'll take the 12.5 now. This thing's risen up. I don't know. I like the skill set of the freshman quarterback they got. This kid Holst here from NIU is not the greatest of quarterbacks either. He's only a sophomore. You're talking 2 bottom dweller offenses here, 135th, 136th in the nation. I like UMass. Just give me the points there. I have no interest in that Buffalo Central Michigan game. This kid, Libas, not a big fan of. I don't know. I'm staying away completely from that game. This Miami-Ohio game, though, I do like Toledo here. I'll lay it. It is starting to rise. I saw it open up at 3. It's up to 4.5. And then, I kind of agree with Nino. Stay with the over. I think Finn from the Miami-Ohio side could put some points up. And then we saw what Toledo's offense did last week. I think they keep it rolling a little bit. Is better competition. But, I'd lean the over in Toledo.
There we go. From Alessandro, tell me what I think of here about some of these games here. Yeah, to me, it's tough with Northern Illinois UMass. You got bad offenses and bad defense. Stay away from it. The total looks tempting at under, but then you look at both defenses and you said just stay away. That, to me, is a stay away game. Yeah, I'll look at CMU. I'll take Central Michigan in this one. CMU has won all 3 home games. Buffalo here has road wins at Bowling Green, UMass, and Kent. Not the toughest of competitions, but the Bulls in conference are getting good quarterback play. Defend the run well, but looking here at this Buffalo team, they don't cover spreads. CMU's covered 5 of their past 6 here. You look at the Chippewas at home against the MAC, putting up 31 points a game, giving just 13, and they're getting really good quarterback play at home. So I'll look at the Central Michigan, that one. I just don't trust Toledo on the road. Can you believe they've lost all 3 road games in the MAC? How do you do that? I can't trust them here. I'll take Miami O. Miami O are 9-5 the spread at home. Toledo 2-11 to the spread as a road favorite. And the issue there is that the big drop-off in quarterback play home and away for this Rockets team here. And looking here at Miami, Ohio at home in conference, putting up 35 points a game, 5 yards per rush, good quarterback play, and defending pretty well. So I'll look at Miami O in this one. All right, let's continue here on the Tony Morning Show. Turn our attention over to the NBA here. Just one quick look at the weather here in some of these games. Looks like we're going to be about 40 degrees low precipitation here. Not a lot of wind here, less than 10 miles per hour. So that's the weather updates in these MAC games. You got to check a look at this because you just never know what you're going to get this time of the year in these MAC games. No dome stadiums in the MAC. It's all open air. So there you go. All right, let's continue on here over to the NBA for today. And we will have a 12-game card. So we'll do 3 blocks of 4. We'll start with Bucks and Hornets. We see the Bucks now 5.5 on the road, total 231.5. And in this game, injury-wise, we have Porter and Prince out. Giannis probable. For the Hornets, it will be Ball, Miller. Those are the 2 scorers there. Green out as well. Grant Williams out there for the Hornets. Connaughton, Sexton, Simpson are all probable. We go to the Bulls and Pistons. Here we got the Pistons here laying 2.5, total 236. This one has a laundry list here for the Detroit Pistons today in this one. But we'll start with the Bulls here. Collins and White out. Giddey questionable. On the Pistons side, we have Tobias Harris, Ivy, Sasser, Thompson out. The tough guy, Stewart, doubtful. Connaughton questionable. Duran probable there for Detroit. Magic and Knicks. The Knicks 4.5, total 226.5 here. The Magic, Moritz Wagner continues to be out. Mitchell Robinson, the only one here as questionable so far for the Knicks in this spot. Then we'll close out this block with Cavs and Heat. Again, here we got the Heat here laying 6. Yep, they are. Total sits 238.5. Let's look at the injuries here in this one. You'd expect some with this line in this one. And for Cleveland, it's a big one.
Rests too, not just not injuries. They're resting players too.
The resting players: Garland, Mitchell, Mobley, Strus, Tyson out, and Nance questionable for Cavaliers. Adebayo, Hero, Rozier out for Miami. So there you caught up with the injuries in this first block. We'll start here with Alninos.
Yeah, here we go with the NBA starting their shenanigans, right? Looks like Mitchell, Mobley sitting this one out, so I think that's going to be a little too much for the Cavs to overcome. I'll lay the points with the Heat. Yeah, it's a bit more than I'd like to lay here, but again, with just this, I guess we're playing against half a team today, so I'll lay it with the Heat. Again, you said it still has 6, right? I'm still saying 5.5.
The 5.5s now pop up there now.
Yeah, anything under 6, I like the Heat here. If it gets over that, just look at them either first half or first quarter. Bucks Hornets, I landed on the over in this one. The Bucks coming in at 7-4. The over. Hornets are 500 there. And yeah, it looks like Ball out, so that's gonna hurt their offense, but again, I still think we see a lot of back and forth, fast-paced basketball in this one. So I'll take the over in that one. Bulls Pistons, interesting one for sure. Should be a good one. Looking forward to this one. If Cunningham can't go, I'll definitely be leaning Bulls. If he plays, I think I'm on the Pistons here. Just gotta respect what they've done so far. Jalen Duren's been balling, double machine there for sure, and think he takes care of the paint. And again, big question mark there. Tune in to Happy Hour for some updates on that one. And Magic, New York. Yeah, I'd lean New York again. Just staying away from the Knicks there on the back-to-back for the Knicks. So that's the only reason I'm staying away from that one. Otherwise, I'd be all over the Knicks here. But just too much inconsistency out the Magic for me to back them in this spot. A couple more points I might get behind them, but as of right now, leaning Knicks, but no play yet because of that back-to-back.
Yeah, from Alninos, move on over to Alessandro.
I actually like the Bulls plus 2.5. I just think way too many injuries on the Detroit side. They've kind of played a little bit above than what I was expecting out of them this year to start. I'll grab the Bulls here. There's still a couple pieces. Kevin Huerter coming off the bench, Dosunmu coming off the bench. As long as Giddey plays, I could get on that plus 2.5 with the Bulls. Same thing here, Knicks. Knicks are pass. I'm not a fan of Jalen Suggs. Been trying to find props for him. Never goes our way. Desmond Bane has been a little bit of a disappointment to start off. I can go on and on. I think this Orlando team, a lot of names, but not as deep as you think. I like the Knicks today. We'll take it minus 4.5. Charlotte, I was looking at, I just couldn't get there, man. A lot of young kids on this team that are having to step up in this spot. They got 3 rookies in the starting lineup. Just give me the Bucks minus 5.5 off that alone. I do think this one does get up and down. Over 231 is something I'm looking at as well. So the over in Milwaukee in that game, Probably a Giannis prop as well. I don't know who's going to stop Giannis. Yeah, he could take out Miles Bridges pretty easily. And you got Kalkbrenner defending the rim, again, a rookie. I think that's barbecue chicken for Giannis. And that's it. No, the Heat game. I don't know. I'm kind of with you, Ninos. Just way too many question marks from the Cavaliers side. I'm trying to find a guy. I mean, is Tyrese Proctor going to step up, the kid from Duke, off the bench? I always look at who's going to come off the bench. You know, the starting lineups, you can guarantee they'll give you something. But after that, I don't know who's coming out and doing anything. Thomas Bryant from the Cav. I mean, who are these guys? Some of these guys. Yeah, I think it's Heat -5.5 there.
There from Alessandro here. Tell you what I think about some of these games here. I can only look here at New York. This Orlando team's lost 3 of 5 on the road. Give 119 points per 100 possession. So not only do you have the shooting struggles, you also have the defensive struggles. Now, the Knicks have covered all 7 at home. They're just shooting lights out. They're hitting their threes at 41%, and Orlando's giving up 40% from 3. So they should be getting some open looks for the Knicks. Even if it's a back-to-back, there's no travel here. I'll take the Knicks in that spot. Yeah, I can only look the Bucks here. Again, without Miller and without Ball, where are you going to get the scoring from this Charlotte team? Of course, I think Giannis will have his way here and get to the hole. Really, Charlotte's only chance is to try to get a fast pace. But again, if that means fast pace, I still think Milwaukee has an edge there. Hornets have failed to cover 4 of their past 5. I'll look at the Bucks in that spot. I can only look at the Bulls here. Detroit has way too many injuries in this spot. The numbers look good on paper, but the players aren't playing. Cluster injuries for Detroit. So I'll look here at the Chicago +2.5. All right, let's continue here on the Tony.
You guys, sorry, Tony. You guys not worried about that Giannis question mark, huh? I think he's gonna play. Honestly,
I don't even see anything next to him now.
Yeah, there was a question mark there for Giannis.
Oh, is he off the injury report?
Let's see here. There might have been. Let me see what it was earlier this morning. When I know that, I looked at it. Yeah, he's still questionable there. Giannis is questionable. That's a good call.
I think he plays. I mean, no back-to-back or anything. I don't think it's. Yeah, they're saying knee, but
it's always.
I do like some Con Kniple props from the Charlotte side. Anybody wanting to back Charlotte? That's a guy that will score probably tonight. He's been dropping near triple doubles pretty much. Impressive rookie year so far.
Yeah, we'll see what this Kalkbrenner can do, right?
He's not a bad big out of Creighton. Yeah,
out of Creighton, the Creighton kid. You know, there we'll see what he does there. All right, we'll continue on here. We'll look at in this block Grizzlies and Celtics. Here, the Celtics going to be laying 6.5, total 229.5, 2 back-to-backers here in this one. Both teams on back-to-backs. And in this game, let's see what the injuries look like here. We're going to have still Clark, Jerome, Pippen out. Hey, Edey's been upgraded to doubtful. So doubtful for Edey. Small is questionable. Well, it looks like Boston pretty clean. Just Tatum out here. Of course, Tatum's not been ruled out for the season. That's why he's still showing up on the injury report. And then we go to Wizards and Rockets. Here, look at this. One of the biggest lines of the year here. Rockets 16.5, 17, total 234.5. And here we've got just Coulibaly out for Washington. Finney-Smith and Van Fleet out there for Houston. Van Fleet has not been ruled out for the year, so that's why he still shows up on the injury report. Warriors and Spurs. Warriors are back-to-back here. Spurs 4.5, total 230.5 in that one. And in this game, we have Melton out, Horford questionable. So far, I say so far because Warriors are in back-to-back, so keep an eye on that injury report with these older guys here. We'll see what happens. Harper out here for the Spurs. Spurs are pretty healthy here. We have this injury report is very light here for San Antonio. Then we go to Trailblazers Pelicans here. We got the Trailblazers 8.5 on the road, total 231.5 there. And in this one, we've got, let's see what we got here for Portland. Scoot still out, Thibault, Wesley out there for Portland. Murray, Poole, and Zion out for New Orleans. So we start here with that. Al Ninos.
Yeah, as you mentioned, keep an eye on the Warriors injury report, but I'm not too worried about it. And I was kind of concerned about this when I saw the line last night. I ended up on the Warriors yesterday. Yes, I mean, I can't help myself. Sometimes I feel I'm getting too many points against the Thunder, no matter how many times they beat me. But again, my one concern there was that, yeah, that line kind of made sense if they do go down kind of big rather than try to give it all they got to climb back into this game. They just rest their starters for the back-to-back, right? And sure enough, they ended up.
But the problem there is, if I can't say that's how you end up being a playing team when you start giving away games. That's the problem. You know, it's just two-headed short.
Yeah, you know? But again, Curry only played 19 minutes yesterday. These guys, seeing Kuminga, I think, topped everyone with 23 minutes. So Yeah, I think they'll be rested for this one. Still a tough spot, though. The Spurs have been playing well, but just had to throw that in there before everyone gives them the rest disadvantage, which they are on the rest disadvantage on the road as well. But again, not quite as bad as everyone might think there. Still probably leaning Spurs, but just wanted to throw that in there. Looking at a Drew Holiday double here, so seeing a plus 292 now. He didn't have one last game, but did fill up the stat sheet. He had one a couple games ago, so I'll take a shot on Drew Holiday there, getting almost plus 300 to get a double. And sorry, what else did we have in this block? We had
Trailblazers, Pelicans. And the Wizards.
That's a Drew Holiday. Wizards, Rockets. Yeah, as I was saying, I don't think you can give me enough points to back the Wizards, right? Was it the Wizards? There's a couple of these teams that have been awful so far this season, but the Wizards definitely been one of them. 17, though. We're getting close. I think that might be enough. I might lean that way. And does that wrap this block up?
That wraps up the block. It wraps it up. We move on over to Alessandro.
I'll start with the Warriors game. I think I got to go Spurs as well. I was on the Warriors. That was actually a premium last night. I thought they'd show up. And then, everything you said, pulling Curry, minutes restriction there. I don't know, man. Draymond Green in the starting lineup, it's getting old. They're old. Let's just put it that way.
Ready for the big three. I like to see the big three. So, Thompson, Warriors, and Green in the big three in the summer.
Right.
Rice Tea.
It's Spurs or pass for me. I saw a stat here, 96 straight games. Wembanyama's had a block. If he's played, he's had a block in 96 straight games. I think he'll get a block here. It's probably minus 8,000, but there you go on that. I lean Spurs. The Suns, Mavericks in this slot, or is that?
That'll be the next slot.
Okay, then my bad. Trailblazers and Pelicans. Yeah, I can only look Trailblazers' way. No Poole, no Zion. Those are two big scorers, whether, however you feel about them. They are still going to put some points up for them. Missing those pieces. I think Drew Holiday is still one of the best defensive guards in the NBA. He's going to have a rookie across from him here, Jeremiah Fears. I expect a good performance out of Holiday as well. And Portland's kind of deep, 5-5. They'll make a run at it this year. We'll see. Wizards in Houston. I can't get there with the Wizards, man. Am I going to lay this 16.5? No. I think over. Over is just the best.
Over is the play for sure.
Yeah, 234.5. I just can't picture Kevin Durant playing a lick of defense. I can picture him jacking some shots up, though. That's for sure. So give me the over 234 in Washington and Houston. That's about it. Yeah, that's the last game of the slot anyways.
There we go here from Alessandro. Tell me what I think about these games here. I think it's just that Memphis Celtics, I can't back either team here. Let's just put it that way. The way they've looked here, I just don't trust Grizzlies and the Warriors. The Celtics just not making their threes, right? We thought Peyton Pritchard would step up. Someone's got to step up. I like Anthony Simons off the bench, though. But maybe his defense is what keeps him on the bench. That's the concern there, because in Boston, you got to play defense there. Yeah, I look at in this block, I do like the Spurs here. I was surprised. I thought the number was a little short, especially for the Warriors in a back-to-back spot. Golden State just 1-7 on the road, give 119 points per 100 possessions. They have a minus 10.5 net rating for 8. We already have 8 road games. This is how horrible they've been on the road, giving up 51% shooting, 40% from 3. That's based on 8 road games already, guys. That's horrible. I'll look at this Spurs team. Warriors have failed to cover 5 of 6 on the road, just giving up games. And I'm telling you this again, they're going to end up being a playing team. This is why they do it. They just drop games. They're living on their past success. That's what they're doing. I agree. I can only look over here on this Washington-Houston game. Houston here is 1-2 of 3 at home, averaging 121 points per 100 possessions. But Washington's defense has just been horrible. They do make their threes on the road. They shot the ball pretty good on the road. Rockets 7-1 at the over. I'll look at the over in that game. And what do we have here? Oh, God, Pelicans. Just stay away. I cannot lay that many with Portland on the road. Sorry. I know the Pelicans have been terrible. But to me, that is a stay away from me. I don't like either side. All right, let's continue on here on the Toix Morning Show. Here we go. Game one without Nico here. Suns and Mavericks. This one's a pick 'em, total 226. We'll take a look here at the injury report here for this one. And we see that it'll be just Green. Jalen Green's going to be out for some time here for Phoenix. He's out. That's a big injury there. For Dallas, we got XM Irving out. Again, Irving has not been ruled out for the year. He's still going to show up on the injury report. Davis and Lively questionable. We go over here to Lakers and Thunder, your ESPN game tonight. Thunder here, 7s. We're seeing a 6.5 pop up now, total 230.5. And in this one, James Hero Vincent out. Lakers pretty healthy coming in. OKC, it's Topic and Kenrick Williams. We've seen Jalen Williams upgraded to doubtful now. So we see the upgrade to doubtful for Jalen Williams. Wiggins, Dort are both questionable. We go to Hawks and Kings. Hawks road favorites. Yes, they are. 3.5, total 233. Boy, oh boy. We got Dershich and Young out. This kid coming off the bench has been pretty good for Atlanta. Alexander Walker, keep an eye on him. He's been a scorer off the bench for them. He's questionable. A late bloomer there for Atlanta. Has shown some pretty good results this year. Murray out. Carter questionable for Sacramento. Denver and the Clippers here. We got Denver road favorites 3 and some 2.5s out there. Total 225.5. Denver, a clean injury report? Yeah, right. Well, we'll see. Keep an eye on this one, guys. Keep an eye on this one. They're on it back-to-back. Things will change. Keep an eye on the happy hour. There'll probably be a laundry list, but not promising anything, but it is a back-to-back, by the way, for them. On the Clippers side, of course, Beal. What do you think would happen when you trade for him, guys? What do you think would happen? We lose. You just trade Norman. You get rid of Norman Powell. Powell plays, and he'll play hurt. If he's on the injury report, he's not in the injury report for more than 1 day usually. But this Beal is on the injury report again, just living on the report. Kawhi Leonard there's got some company. So they're Beal and Leonard on the injury report. That's who you'd expect to see on the injury report for the Clippers there. So just practice without them. You'll be better off, Clippers, even if they're healthy. You're going to play more without them than with them. So we'll start it off here with Denver favorite 3. We talked about the odds. We'll start with Alnitos.
Yeah, I'm looking again. Lakers have actually been playing pretty well, but again, I'm just not going to step in front of the Thunder with these Lakers. I'm still not a huge believer in this team, despite their 8-3 record. I think
fraud. You call them frauds, huh?
I don't know if I want to necessarily throw that title out there, but I mean, 8-3 is certainly not a number they're gonna. I mean, they're not gonna keep this pace up, obviously, but yeah, that may be a little fraudulent. But again, I'm just got to see more out of this team, and the Thunder have been doing this for years. So again, anything under 10, I think I'm on the Thunder here. Again, not something I'm going a huge play on or anything like that. It's hard for me to lay more than 2 possessions lightly. Or go big on anything like that. But leaning OKC there to get the job done at home once again. Kings, Hawks, that's definitely one I'm looking forward to watching. But yeah, I think the Hawks actually come in here and get the job done. Like 3 might look like a weird number, especially when you look at the lineups. Certainly more familiar names on this Kings roster, but the Hawks just been coming out and getting the job done. So I guess a small lean there. Again, not a huge play, but that's where I'm looking for now. And, the Nuggets on the back-to-back there. Be careful with that one, as you said. But as of right now, seeing that clean injury report, we know Beal and Leonard are not playing. As you mentioned, that might be the theme for them this year. But leaning Nuggets there despite the back-to-back. Still, again, being careful because of the back-to-back, but just a much more professional team. Obviously, off to a much better start, coming in at 8-2. The Clippers 3-7. Yeah, they got some names, most of them on the bench. See what James Harden can do, but I think he's going to need more help to beat these Nuggets. So I'll go Nuggets on that one.
Yeah, Harden coming off a triple-double in the last game. Yeah, he likes being in LA. It's a 45-minute plane flight to Vegas.
That triple-double with an 80% usage rate, probably. Yeah.
he had a Cade Cunningham triple-double.
Yeah, pretty much.
All right, we move on over to Alessandro.
You gotta give him credit for hustling after those boards, though. Come on,
I just like digging at James Harden as
much
as I can. He can score. I'll give him that. What do you call it? Suns and Mavericks. I like the Suns here. Mavericks are kind of just mix and match in this roster. Somebody's always seems to be hurt. I was ragging on the Suns a little bit. I thought they were just Devin Booker, and that's it. They've kind of pieced up this roster. They're making some moves. They're 6-5. They may make a run. Who knows? I would lean the Suns here, -1.5. I like them today. Lakers, OKC. I guess I'm going to do it to myself again. I was on the Golden State Warriors last night. I'm going Lakers, and I'm going Lakers money line too. The +7 and the money line. I think at the end of the day, DeAndre Ayton versus Hardenstein and Holmgren. I like the matchup. I like Rui Hachimura. I think he can get out, stretch the floor, get both of those bigs in foul trouble. Marcus Smart's a great defensive guard. And then obviously we're going to need 60 points combined from Luka and Austin Reeves. There's pieces on the bench. I like a Jackson Hayes. I like a Jared Vanderbilt. These two shooters, LaRavia and Dalton Connect. There's pieces. There's pieces to get there. Yeah. Plus 7.5. I didn't even mention Maxi Kleber. I mean, come on. I can go Lakers plus 7.5. It's everybody's Super Bowl when you play the Thunder.
Yep.
I was very disappointed with the way the Warriors played last night. I thought it would be their Super Bowl early season, but it is what it is. I'll go right back to it. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I'll shout out the Brooklyn Nets, by the way. They covered that plus 10.5 last night. So sometimes those ugly ones that nobody wants to touch, you got to touch. You know what I mean? That could be the Lakers tonight. Atlanta and Sacramento. I do like Atlanta. Just a little bit deeper. You already mentioned Alexander Walker, the emergence he's had. They have some guys on the bench as well. I'm still waiting on a Luke Kennard plus money performance. Any given night, he can go for 20 points, just hit 5 threes.
Yep.
It's always nice when you find that random guy that can do it. Maybe tonight's the night. I like the Hawks, though, minus 3.5. That one's probably another over. I just can't see Sacramento playing defense. So over 233 as well.
Yep, there's no doubt.
Wait, sorry. Nuggets and Clippers as well. I like the Nuggets. I'm not overthinking this. Yes, I know it's back-to-back. I see a clean injury report. I see a roster that has about 10 guys that could get in the game at any given time. High is high on this Nuggets team. I think they can beat the Thunder this year. Give me the Nuggets minus 2.5.
There we go with Alessandro here. Tell you what here about I think about these games here. Yeah, I'm going to take the Mavericks for that pickup. This is Phoenix's road performance has just been so bad this year. I mean, 50% shooting. Dallas at least can guard the 3. The Suns have failed to cover 4 or 5 on the road. When you look here at the Suns, so they've lost 4 or 5 on the road, give 123 points per 100 possessions, a minus 11 net rating. We know it's been brutal here for Dallas at home. At least they've covered 3 of their past 5. I'll look at Dallas here to pick them. And I'm going to be on that Laker train, like Alessandro said. I think that Reeves and Luka connection has been pretty solid there. And Jake LaRavia, we think of the Kings. Jake LaRavia was very good with Memphis when he played at Memphis. He was very good.
We just need 12 points out of him. 9 to 12 points out of him is good enough.
DeAndre Ayton, if you look at his history, he's having fun playing basketball again. His issue there was he was promised an extension when he was at Phoenix, and they didn't give it to him, and he had a really sour attitude when he went to Portland. Didn't blend in with those young players, but when you see DeAndre Ayton at court, he looks like to me he's having fun playing basketball again, which he didn't have there. Because if you look at his history, he just really he worked his ass off in Phoenix, didn't get that extension, and that really pissed him off, and it carried with him into Sacramento.
I like the matchup versus Chet Holmgren.
Yeah.
I mean, come on, I'm not trying to rag on Holmgren because he can defend the rim. He's long. I get it. But you go right at that guy's chest, man. You go right at his chest. There's no way Ayton doesn't get 15 and 10 tonight. But we'll see.
And before we leave this game, speaking of that Reeves-Doncic connection, we think of more of Doncic as the more of the point guard here. But Reeves coming in with 4 double-doubles and still getting the plus 650 here to get a double-double. So that might be worth taking a little shot on as well.
The thing for me, I just look at the chemistry. They're having fun playing basketball.
Yeah.
It just seemed to me the last several years, it's just been like they've been playing with pressure. Here, they're just playing with fun. It's a totally different attitude there on the court.
We'll see what happens when LeBron gets back into the fold of things. I actually have a feeling he's good. He realizes where he's at. They have a great start. He's like, I'm not going to go in there and ruin this, man. And everybody already rags on me for being, a selfish player. He hears what everybody says about him. I think he actually shows up, plays some power forward, and lets Luka take over the reins. That's the way to win this year.
Maybe goes and sits in the corner like you made Kevin Love go and sit in the corner.
There you go. Hey, look, I know we put a lot of issues here on the GM, Nico. But listen, if you're the owner, how the hell can you sign off on that? I just that is just. I understand the general manager making a move like that because you only make a move like that because you feel that your job's in jeopardy, right? You got to do something because you probably got signals from new ownership that, hey, if we don't win the title, you're out of here. we want to bring it. He probably had those signals, so I can understand why he made that. But you as an owner should understand that you put a lot of pressure on your GM, and he's going to try. He made a radical move. I would not have signed. I guarantee you, 29 of the 30 owners would not have signed off on that. You have to put blame on the ownership there. Because you're, as a GM, you're making a move just to save your job. That's really what you did, and then you tried to buy yourself some time in the position, and you can't do that as an owner. They just the stupidity there. I blame the owner more than anybody else. You should have. You just paid billions of dollars for that franchise, and we're going to get rid of your franchise player, and you signed off on it. I mean, you got to look at that as just, And remember, they are from the casino. Remember, casinos don't have any bad years, right? So you're going to have there's going to be a lot of pressure on this GM. And that's why you made the move. You made the move out of pressure.
Unless you're ESPN Bet. If you're ESPN Bet, maybe.
Right.
Maybe they don't know how to run a sports book, that's another thing.
That's Penn. Yeah, Penn Gaming just can't. They've rebranded 3 times. One, Penn Gaming, Barstool, ESPN Bet. 4th time will be the charm. Can they do a score now? 4 names for the same sports book. We're going to rebranding it 4 times.
That's my app up already. Shit.
Yeah, they've rebranded 4 times. Yeah, I agree with you, Scripto. The owner should have vetoed it. That's where the problem is. You know how many times Jerry Buzz vetoed Jerry West when we come with deals? He vetoed them many times. So these owners need to that was just more I think about it. I just can't believe the ownership being so stupid. All right, let's continue on here. Let's look at college basketball before we get to the NHL. Guys, this time of the year in college basketball, we just tell the cappers, just give us what you got. We'll do the blocks once we get into January. Once we get into late December, early January, when we have the conference games here and we whittle down college football and more. So we're just going to give us what you got here in college. We'll start here with Downey's.
Yeah, going to take a shot on a couple small road dogs here. We got UTSA heading into Texas State. UTSA is 1-1, Texas State 1-2. And again, I'm just it's going to be the same theme for both, really. Teams that are outright rebounding their opponents right now, and just playing the better defense. On the other side, Texas State has been shooting the 3 well, but again, you live and die by that 3, and they're not going to get many second chances, or at least I don't expect them to get many second chances in this one. So I'll take the money line with UTSA here. And again, same story with North Texas at Oregon State. 3-0. Both teams are undefeated here. Oregon State coming in at 2-0 themselves. But again, same story. And one thing I didn't mention was the turnover battle as well. Both these teams are leading, not only winning the turnover battle there, but also getting a lot of steals. So it's one thing to turn the ball over, right, if you're just turning it over a dead ball. But if you're turning it over and they're getting steals, that's easy offense the other way as well. So I'll take North Texas to get the job done here over Oregon State. Again, money line.
There we go here from El Ninos. Next up, we move on over to Alessandro.
First one here I like Longwood -1.5. I just think they have the athletes to match up with James Madison. Pick 'em price actually +1.5. Taking a shot on Presbyterian. I've seen them play South Carolina close before. Kind of one of those small schools. They've started off 3-1. Yeah, I'll back them here at +16. VCU -21.5. St. Peter's. I mean, they play slow. VCU should be able to get to 80. I don't know if St. Peter's can get to 60. I like VCU there -21. I'm actually kind of high on this Milwaukee team, but Indiana I'm really high on. Forced to play that one, I would actually lean the over 165.5 in Milwaukee, Indiana. Brown and Boston U. I tried to step in front of Brown. I like Brown here to get it done against Boston U. I'll take the +3.5. Virginia Tech has a couple of a European kid on this team, man. Let me get his name before I butcher it here. Avadalas. This kid, 20.5 points already. He's like European, 6'9". He can do it all type, Luka type for Virginia Tech. Yeah, he can play. Does that make me want to lay the 11.5 points? No, but that's just a player to watch there in that Virginia Tech squad. This one I like a lot. Mercyhurst, second year in Division I, already off a 2-1 start. They just upset Loyola Chicago in front of Sister Jean too. So give me Mercyhurst here -1.5 against Canisius. Canisius is a bottom dweller here in college basketball. Stand away Oakland, Houston. Evansville -2.5 against Middle Tennessee. A lot of size on this Evansville team. I was thinking about backing them earlier this year against Purdue, but stayed away. There's a lot of size on Evansville -2.5. NC State's looking like they could be a juggernaut this year. A lot of talk about NC State, like Final Four talk. They're 33-point favorites against UNC Greenboro. Okay, if you want to be a Final Four talk type team, go cover that number then. We saw Oklahoma State just absolutely take a team to the woodshed the other day. I think we're all on the other side of that too.
Yeah, that was a surprise because we didn't expect they were such a bad team.
Yeah. Well, guess who rolls into town? Prairie View. Come on. They'll smash Prairie View by 50 points. So give me Oklahoma State there. UT Martin upset UNLV already this year. They're going to roll out about 8 Europeans, a bunch of pro players. I mean, you got to look at that. When these colleges are taking pro players and G League players, that's a humongous advantage. UT Martin getting 15.5 points against Bradley. I'll take the +15. I'm getting near the end. I did like North Texas there with Ninos as well. I like the over in Portland State, San Francisco. And the final one I'll talk about here, Mississippi State and Mississippi State Valley. You get me. Mississippi Valley State. This team is goodness gracious. Hawaii -41.5. Are we doing it? Probably, because that's how bad Mississippi Valley State is.
They're shavers. They're shavers.
Real quick.
Yeah, and that's another thing. They are some shavers. So, yeah.
Close shaves there. They're not close shaves, bad shaves. They do a lot of stubble there. Yeah, Texas A&M is who they pounded, Okie State. That was a surprise to me to see A&M go down, especially with the coaching change, Bucky McMillan there. What happened to those, yesterday, right, with those Rebels? Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, that was –
although they have been dealing with injuries, by the way. I will say that. They've been hit. Michigan Wake Forest was a good one last night. Yeah, I'm going to look. Steve, at last check, Steve Alford's still coaching in Nevada, right? Yeah, give me. I'm not going to buy this move. Give me Southern Illinois here, +11.5, +12. You could only beat Pacific by 1 at home. Come on, Pacific is not any great shakes, man. They were just getting pounded in WCC play. So I'll look at Nevada here. They're not making their threes. They don't make their free throws. They don't force turnovers. Steve Alford there coaching these guys. And Southern Illinois, a team that is number 1 in the nation in effective field goal shooting, 38% from 3, 73% from 2. I'll take the Salukis there to get it done to cover that spread. All right, let's continue here on the Tony Morning Show. As we move on over to the ice for tonight, we got a few games on the ice here on a Wednesday. It looks like we got 4 games here. It's Rangers Lightning. Lightning going to be about $1.41 total 6. Oilers and Flyers. Oilers $1.27 on the road total 6. Sabres and Mammoth. The Mammoth at home about $1.90 total 6.5. Devils and Blackhawks. Devils on the road $1.50 total 6. We start with the El Nidos.
Yeah, like a couple dogs here. I like the Rangers over the Lightning, just the healthier team coming in here. A couple question marks. So again, this could be a happy hour special there with Rod. Now Tampa's expecting or hoping at least to get Cirelli back, and Hedman's the big question mark as well there for the Lightning. But either way, whether they play or not, I think the value is on the Rangers. And the other dog I liked was the Blackhawks. Just again coming on a 3-game win streak, also the healthier team here. And yeah, the Devils have actually owned them lately, winning the last 6 meetings. But again, value play on the home team here, playing pretty well. And I think the Devils, again, they'll come in 11-4-1. Don't think they're just going to keep winning every game they play either. So I'll take a little value against them while they're overpriced here.
And with El Ninos, next up we want Alessandro.
Yeah, we got a small hockey slate. I only like 1 game today. I'll talk about it, though. The Rangers Lightning, I'm on that game. I touched the total. I was looking at the Lightning's way, just because I know the Rangers offense has been struggling. 30th in the league in goals scored this year. I don't know. I can't expect them to suddenly turn it around now and start scoring 5-6 goals a game here. Both teams with stellar goaltending. All 4 of these goaltenders, whoever comes in there and plays on either team is elite. I'll take the under 5.5 Rangers and Lightning. It also, look at the last 10 matchups. It's, I think, 3-7 over under. So trending to the under this matchup here. Give me Rangers and Lightning to go under 5.5. The other one I was looking at, I couldn't get there, was a Mammoth puck line. I don't like chasing puck lines or this minus 195 price. So I wound up staying away. And, Mammoth, they started off hot. Now all of a sudden they've lost 4 out of 5. Do they get right? I don't want to sit here and struggle and go back and forth with this one, but I was looking at that game as well.
There we go with Alessandro. All right, we got you through our NHL. We got you through today's sports, and now it's time for our parlay purple segment, where our cappers give it a parlay team player prop. They can also choose a game in the future. We'll leave it up to the cappers. We start here with El Ninos.
Yeah, look at some NBA today. Let's go with the Bucks Hornets over. Also, yeah, I was trying to take the points there with the Wizards, but as you guys mentioned, the stronger plays the over in that one. Houston 7-1-1, the over. Washington 7-4, the over. So I'll take the over in that one. And I will wrap it up with the Nuggets.
There we go with Al Ninos. Next up, we move over to Alessandro.
I see the Lakers parlay. We're going to go Mercyhurst Lakers on the money line. And we're going to go Los Angeles Lakers on the money line. Love it.
There you go. Lakers there on the from Alessandro. Lakers money line there from Alessandro. Going to go to college football for you here for Saturday. I got 25 games capped on the side on the YouTube channel already. Half of them for Saturday. Give me Alabama laying the 6 here against Oklahoma. I'm not sure about this Mateer coming off that injury. 59% completion rate, 5.9 yards per pass attempt. He's thrown 2 touchdowns, 4 picks in those 4 games. You bring him back too early, this is what happens, and you're going to pay for it here. And by the way, I know there's some buys in there, but it will be the Sooners' 4th road game in 5. That's kind of a weird scheduling spot there. But you know what? Crimson Tide at home, 5-0, covering all 5 games. Of course, Oklahoma's losses came at home by 8 to Ole Miss, on the road to Texas by 17. And on the road in the SEC, the Sooners have really struggled with quarterback efficiency, and pass defense has been their weakness on the road in SEC play. I'll go ahead and lay it here with the Sooners. I'm sorry, with the Alabama. Lay with Alabama before it gets to 7, guys. That's why I'm giving it to you right now.
Let's see 5.5 now.
5.5. Okay, I like that even better. Wait for the 5. I thought this would move, but there's some folks. I guess some folks believe it in Oklahoma, but Mateer, I don't know, man. I thought he was rushed too soon. The numbers are just not good enough there against Alabama there. All right, we got you through our parlay purple segment. Now it's time to see what our cappers have for sale over at Tony's Picks. Head into a big week of action. We're in November, guys. All these sports overlapping with NBA, college basketball. We've got NFL, college football, NHL. So all these sports overlapping. Great time to get on board. Let's see what El Ninos has for sale over at Tony's Picks. El Ninos has been one of the unit leaders here in the NFL for this year. 712 units of profit, all document over at Tony's Picks. El Ninos, what do you got for sale?
Yeah, just the lone NBA today. Might get there with the NHL. I was actually just starting to type up a second NBA up that I might have up there as well. So look out for that. But definitely like my play of the day best there. If you want to just check that out and grab one of those 2-for-1 capper promotions, definitely best way to go there. Pair me up with your favorite capper and make sure you get any Steam plays emailed right to you that way.
Absolutely. There. Get on board with El Ninos over at Tony's Picks. Long subscription is the way to go. Remember, all of our one-day passes, profit guaranteed. Get on board with El Ninos over at Tony's Picks. See what Alessandro has for sale. He's been rocking it here over the past 7 days over at Tony's Picks. Documented great results from Alessandro. You can see right now on the board as we update 748 units of profit, last 7, and also doing well in the NFL. What you got for sale, Alessandro?
Yeah, today I got an NBA 3.3 pack. So basically 3-pack there in the NBA. I like those 3 games a lot. I do have a college basketball best bet as well. And I have a hockey one as well, but I haven't put that as an individual package. You probably have to go scoop it up as a single pass. But I have some other picks there. I think I have 8 total picks in for today. Sports Equinox, so more volume out of me. Yeah, we'll see how it goes today. 2-4 day yesterday. Let's get in the green today. But overall, it's been a good month, a good week. Just trying to keep the ball rolling. I did put an MMA bet in already for this weekend. I like this UFC pay-per-view, actually. We actually have some good fights. So, yeah, just ready to get into it, ready to make some money.
That's right. Again, well, Alessandro over at Tony's Picks. See the great results from Alessandro over the last 7 days. They've been knocking it out of the park here in the NFL as well here. You can see the Rebels over 1,000 units of profit there hit hard here with Alessandro. Look at this 90-day numbers as well. Been solid for 30 days. So get on board with Alessandro over at Tony's Picks. You can see he's got his best bets on the board for you right now. 3 packs. Remember, all of these one-day passes are profit guaranteed. They must turn a profit. Amount purchased is credit back to your account for site credits. That's profit guarantee. So get on board with Alessandro over at Tony's Picks. Remember, a long-term subscription is the way to go. Why not get on board with that 7-day pass with Alessandro? You know he covers all these sports, all the major sports, UFC. That's covered in that 7-day pass. All the NFL, college football, NBA, college hoops, NHL. Maybe find a tennis. If he finds a tennis, he'll put it in there.
Yeah,
right.
We'll find a tennis sometimes.
He finds it sometimes. In UFC, he's on the track with the UFC. So get on board with Alessandro over at Tony's Picks. Promo code TonyT at checkout, and you'll save that 15% off. All right, guys, we're with you here every day at 9:30 a.m. East time. It is the Tony's Picks Morning Show. Hit that like, hit that subscribe. We greatly appreciate that. And, of course, if you happen to miss any of our shows, head on over to our YouTube channel where we have a lot of great content up there, content you'll find here from many of the cappers here at Tony's Picks YouTube channel. So, guys, you want to check that out if you could. And let's see what we've got here. We're going to let you know that over on the YouTube, we also have let me if I can get it back up here. Again, I closed the window by mistake. Here we go on the YouTube. Let's take a look at the YouTube channel, what we got up there for today. A lot of great content, guys, here on the YouTube channel. Of course, you can check the compilation videos up there. El Nino is coming in with some props for today. Of course, Chris has his prop hit list for you as well. NFL, college football playlist, NBA playlist, college basketball playlist. Ramon hitting hard with the college basketball for today. So check them out over on the Tony Fix YouTube channel. Lots of great content up there. NHL there as well from Ramon. Covered the NHL card for you today. Prop list and more. Of course, the videos featuring all of our cappers, shorts as well. So we got loaded right on the Tony Fix YouTube channel with all the seasonal sports there for you guys. And, of course, if you happen to miss any of our live shows, just hit that live tab, and you'll be able to check it out there. Our live show here with you here every day, 9:30 a.m. East time. Night Moves every day, 2:30 a.m. East time with Ramon and DeAndre getting you those plays. A complete rundown on all the sports. We also clip the individual videos, so you guys can check those out as well on the channel. Happy Hour with Rod in here at 5 p.m. East time. You'll see Ron. You'll see Brian in there as well. Some of our cappers always chime in as well on that happy hour. So check it out, guys. Lots of great content on the channel. So make sure you check it out. Of course, El Ninos, you've been busy up here. We see you on the live shows, and also you're out there with your videos as well, your dog videos.
Yeah, no shorts today. Couldn't quite get there on the Mammoth -1, so left that alone. But a couple dogs for you there if you want to go check that doggy video out. It's back, so I think we got some value there. A couple money lines. Go check them out.
That's right. Of course, Alessandro will keep an eye on you for those 5 video picks that we see here on this show. We also catch you on some of the happy hours.
Yeah, no, try to get on the happy hours there with Rod. It's always a good time. Give you some last-minute line moves, etc. So, yeah, just UFC pay-per-view this weekend. I'll try to bang something out. Love this card. And, just ready to make this week a winning one.
That's right, guys. So check our YouTube channel. Hit that like, hit that subscribe when you get there. We have a lot of great content for you guys. Live shows, on-demand content, covering lots of all the major sports. So, guys, check it out. There with you here every day, 9:30 a.m. Eastern time. Tony's Picks Morning Show. Hit that like, hit that subscribe. We greatly appreciate that. Of course, everybody in the comments appreciate that as well. Here, Revenge from Oklahoma, 24. Yep, that's right. Revenge from last year. Another revenge spot in there. But I like that. I like that Alabama play there. There from Chris as well. Check out the hit list. 3 goal scorers loaded this morning. Cash with Leo Carlson yesterday. So from Chris up ready to roll here. Appreciate JB. Great work from them as well. Guys, check us out. Also looking for a capper if you'd like to apply. Send us an email. The contact form is on our homepage. So we do have an opening on our capper roster. You have to come on the live show, and you have to come on the shows and do what you tell us you're going to do if you want to stay on the roster. So check us out here on the Tony's Morning Show. And the contact form on our homepage is how to get in touch with us if you'd like to become a capper on the show. All right. Any closing thoughts before we close it out?
Just good luck to everyone and enjoy the games.
All right, guys, that's going to do it for today. Going to wait. Goodbye, guys. You guys make it a winning one. We're back tomorrow here on the Tony 6 Morning Show.